On February 12, 2017, the sixth Sunday in Ordinary Time, I went to Mass at Corpus Christi, a church founded in 1906 and located at Morningside Heights. On this day, it was extremely cold out and hailing, so when I came into the church, I didn't focus on it as much as I was focusing on getting warm. But I did notice that it was very small, the smallest church I've been to, but it actually made me feel like I'd be more directly involved in the Mass. This church used the organ as its main instrument, which was used for the prelude, which was a voluntary by Thomas Tompkins. This was followed by the introit, which was sung in traditional Latin in the style of Gregorian chant, and the introit gave me a preview of the choir, which was very small but had a really strong collective voice. Unlike in St. Ignatius-Loyola, the Gregorian chant was sung by both men and women of the choir, which I felt was more inclusive and really exemplified the significance of diversity in worshiping God in the liturgy. Entrance hymn was Holy, 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 which was accompanied by an organ, and because the church was smaller, the organ wasn't as overwhelming as at St. Ignatius, and this allowed me to focus on the music and voices of the congregation more. The responsorial psalm was sung completely a cappella style, which I thought was interesting because I'd never heard it sung that way, and I found that this style made it more difficult to know when to sing or what notes to sing because there was no musical accompaniment.
Who walk in the law of the Lord.
The most fascinating part of the liturgy for me was how the creed was sung in alternative style between the choir and the congregation, which was something I had never witnessed or heard before, but I feel like this difference from the norm enforced the notion that liturgical music expression is relative to the church and neighborhood. The recessional hymn was Jesus, Creator of the World, which I thought was pretty funny because it was kind of similar to the recessional hymn at St. Ignatius, which was Praise with Joy, the World's Creator. One thing I noticed was that the tamer volume of the organ and the inclusion of a cappella mixed with a small amount of people there allowed me to hear the congregation singing quite clearly, and although they were a smaller crowd, their voices were really quite strong and loud, and this made me realize the high level of active participation there. And the church was more diverse in St. Ignatius, with people our age and families and people of color in attendance, so I did feel a little bit more at home. The one thing that threw me off was how there was no specific cantor leading us, so it made it more difficult to participate in singing for me, but other than that, the Mass was great and really interesting.